wants to talk about any other thing he's written about. So I think that he is sick of Game of Thrones.
Like Mario Kart.
I honestly...
the problem, like, I always put it as discovery the writer, right?
Yeah, someone who doesn't have an outline for a story, but they simply write the plot.
Discovery.
Yeah.
Regular or
Like, George Martin's discovery writer, you know that?
I believe that. Right. Let's go right.
Right, it's a bit of a spectrum, right? You can still have that sort of an outline. But yeah, I think that's the problem. It's too many characters.
Yeah.
Discovery writing is a great way to write great ideas, right? Great scenes and stuff, but I'm sure it's also really good for character-driven stuff.
Yeah, because the characters can change and act organically.
You're the ones controlling the story, not you. But the downside is that it's also really time-consuming. Patrick Rothman is also a discovery writer, and you know, it's been like, what, almost a decade or something for his third book, the trilogy.
Because the thing is because once again, even if you write shit down, it's not gonna. You still need to iron it out. You have to spend a lot more time ironing it into a usable shape.
Has a lot of revisions.
oh shit, yes.
Speaking of which, I'm thinking of actually like adding like an entire like first chapter to like the supposed start to the thing I showed you. Because when you said, well, I don't know, like there's too much exposition, I realized that yeah, you're right. That whole part where I talked about there's been murders around the Capitol. It's like the secret meeting. I need to write a scene of that secret meeting before we ever get to the chapel. Like imagine like a shadowy room full of a bunch of government officials talking about ominously about events or whatever, or something. Like I need some events need that like certain parts of that story needs to take place away.
Don't talk for I guess if there was a mistake that where anyone read it to is they feel like they have to cram everything at the very beginning.
Yeah.
You have the entire book to convey audience. You don't have to create everything else.
The main thing is that is to establish what the current thread is. Some people killing politicians, then they want magic thing. I'm here to collect magic thing.
Yeah, that could work.
And basically they're we've heard reports of crazy people killing people for magic things.
Yeah, if you look at the prologue of Game of Thrones, the very first episode, it begins before the title screen.
It's the Rangers beyond the wall, just walking around, just going like.
Right. There's no hints of political stuff at all. Right.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a great way to start, or
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Just to say guidance too, right? Try to put too much at the beginning.
Yeah. I think I was thinking of that
karate.
Of inferring is to have a farmer walking.
God, this is so good.
I think my first idea was we're just talking on there. So
That's right.
that's real. I didn't realize.
Yeah, how do I drive?
I don't know. Oh, trigger.
Drive.
How do you drive?
Fucking voting license together.
Oh, pizza! What's pizza do? Oh shit.
Oh, you got top gear.
You motherfucker! Piece of shit!
Oh my god, this is great.
In this game.
Oh my god, this is
I got fucking
this
slime.
freaking Mario Kart for the PS4.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is this thing I used?
And then you get Mario Kart.
I guess.
Like a buddy met or something.
Oh, it's rated.
What's happening?
It's rated. We're just playing on.
I don't know the controls.
We're playing on normal mode. You know, remember Mario Kart have 50cc, 100cc, and 150? Slow, medium, fast. We're on normal, medium. Now you betcha!
Whose camera was that?
Oh, what? I'm in fourth place. Yeah, you. Oh. I got a trophy.
Oh, the goo makes you go faster.
Damn you bitch.
The slime makes you go faster.
I'm a burger. What does that do?
I have no idea.
Oh.
Fuck out of my way, asshole!
Wow.
Oh, motherfucker! The fucking Davy God damn you, Sandy!
Oh shit, I almost fell off.
What's happening?
So yeah. Oh, what the hell? What's going on? Oh my god, we lost.
Alright. You're fucking destroying.
Ah, fucking bubbles! No, the bubbles are banana peels. They drained all my goo. I don't have any goo left. I need
It's
more.
not very intuitive.
Oh my god, it is great.
I need more goo.
We should play that fruit version also.
So I was saying that like the idea is
Oh my god, it is fun.
actually no.
Fuck.
I was thinking about like so there should be some kind of perspective character when, like they walk into like the Capitol, and the idea is like they're like the person who's like, okay, I need to show up for this important meeting, and they walk through the city and they get a sense of the setting by like as they walk through like the city into like the main building or whatever.
Oh shit.
And essentially they get a glimpse of the meeting, and they get a taste for like the threats of the story or whatever.
I think that's coming later.
You think so?
Yeah. Then we have now is like fine. Right.
Damn it. Patrick is.
Right, be careful not to
confused.
try to find excuses to give out information. That can just happen along the way, you know what I mean?
I'm confused. Look how it's 1 to 10, 10 to 1.
I excised a few parts of the story, or parts of the thing I wrote. I was trying to figure out how I'm trying to figure out which ones are necessary, which ones are unnecessary information, or which ones should be conveyed in like a different part or whatever.
Yeah, that's one of the hardest things.
Yeah.
So by default, you should always try to have it be inferred.
Yeah.
Right, you can infer a lot of things. So you can just, like, the idea is that the story just go, right? Just stop.
Never sleeps.
Pausing,
New York?
stuff.
Yeah.
I mean Seattle.
It never sleeps.
City that never sleeps. Seattle.
Las Vegas?
No.
New York?
That's New York. That's a New York saying.
Feels like Seattle.
Big Apple. Where's the country Big Apple?
I don't know.
Which one?
New York? Not Newark?
You're in New York.
You're in New York.
You're in New York.
Welcome to New York.
Oh god, I'm confused. Get used to it. I totally analyze the game. Oh my god, this game is so hard. It's so rage core. It's like taking statistics in college.
What is the P value? The P value is the value.
Oh shit, you made a crash!
Then their taxpayer, but the value is the P
Fuck
value.
it! Wait, you took statistics, right?
Yeah.
And calculus.
Yeah.
Fuck!
Yeah.
Why?
So we got my final. 10
Fucker!
10 pages long, yet to memorize everything.
What math?
It's business quantitative analysis.
And calculus.
Quantitative analysis business. So there was a mix.
Oh, I got a suit. I got a superstar.
No! Oh god. Oh, I don't know. Oh, that's like Superman 64.
It's got rings and much like Superman 64.
Now we can't compare that to this game. I mean the rings, yes, but the gameplay, no.
It's practically slander.
I'm just gonna do everything, you know, like just press all the buttons.
So
I don't know what the hell we're doing.
I mean, that's how I'm learning how to play this game, because I'm pressing all the buttons I can.
I pressed triangle and
Press as
boosted
many-
me up for once.
Final lap.
Just gotta get used to the game to get good at this.
Yeah. Look, man, all you gotta do to get good, to be good at a game is to get good. That's all you gotta do. Oh, you got hit by a blue shell. I don't even know what the fuck this shit's called. I just said it's a blue shell.
Okay. This game is actually fun. We want to learn it. Rings. Superman 64 rings. Oh, that's the speed boost rings. Oh,
What-
fuck.
what-
How did
how did I-
the pipe?
That's jellyfish, fool. And wait, why did I get...
Fuck you.
Raiders. So the pizza and the jellyfish don't do the same thing.
Yeah. No, the pizza is thrown. The jellyfish happens to everyone.
God. Yeah.
Lightning right there.
That's lots of lightning, very frightening to me.
It's like I can imagine judging you with that freaking family.
Oh, my items are in the corner, but they're obscured by the...
Fuck, why am I in 10th place? I've been holding...
Alright.
Okay, so triangle, so collect the slime, and press triangle to get speed boost.
Yeah, I was doing that.
Oh, yeah, and X is, I believe,
I mean, choose your power.
Yeah, choose your power. Square is to look behind you. Circle, I don't know what the fuck that shit is.
We'll learn it. Oh, XP wise, wow.
Oh, grinding.
Oh, dang. I like that.
+5 intellect.
But the green goose like 007. Da-da-da-da. Time to party.
That's just time the reason why they're all mutants.
When I think about it, yeah, I could just excise that other part too, and just have them say that it's one of the later.
Yeah, what part?
The part where like the guy just wait, okay, why are you guys here? Like, what are you doing here?
Good thing
and basically he's like going like, oh, we're here because of a plot. I thought, actually, I can get rid of that, and I can say, oh, we're here for the thing. And he's like, holy shit, not that thing. And he's like, yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was good.
Why? Because the villains want it. The villains, yeah, and then they meet the villains like a few paragraphs later, so it doesn't actually matter if I explain it to them.
You'll have to ask them why.
Yeah.
Just have to be this silence.
It's like just have a go holy shit, and then have his panic say everything.
Again.
And then the fight in the hallway happens.
He's on the right side.
That's me.
I can't see those.
Oh shit! I'm looking at the wrong.
I was like, what the fuck are you?
I was looking at the wrong screen. Oh no! Oh, that's embarrassing.
I was wondering, like, I thought you were like so focused on what you were trying to say.
I was so focused on trying to say I was looking at the wrong screen.
Wow.
Oh, that's the worst it's ever been.
I see when you press triangle, it boosts up the speed again.
Wait, what the fuck's happening? Is it already over?
You think it was your dad?
What the fuck happened?
I think he died.
I know. How did I? What do you mean I died? I'm fucking dead. Oh! What happened? Wait.
Wow.
We both got last place.
I died.
What happened? Oh.
He fucking died.
That was fucking. I don't even know what happened.
Oh my
The game just gave up on us. It just says, fuck it. These you dumbasses aren't gonna get anywhere near this start.
Oh my god. This is brutal. Oh, fuck shit, I forgot. Oh, fuck shit. Oh, fuck shit. I think we should be...
Motherfucker! Fucker! Fucker!
Green. What the hell?
They already showed you.
What? What the hell? Why am I in 9th place? I didn't even crash or nothing like that. What the hell? Is my truck too...
Fuck! You're gonna hit my goddamn... You're gonna hit
I think my truck is... I think my car is too heavy.
So shell with that. You know, SpongeBob is a fucking sponge, you know? He's aerodynamic.
What? That's the last thing the sponges are! These sponges don't even exist in open air, they're in the sea! Why would they be aerodynamic?
Another force.
I'm so heavy, what the hell?
It doesn't make them aerodynamic.
You're just passing right through them.
In fact, that makes them the least aerodynamic thing ever, because they're just a bunch of a big wrinkly surface that it's
Brain drag.
it's a drag machine.
Drag.
Although that's actually sometimes a good thing, right? The whole point with spoilers to create drag.
I guess, but you can't. But you can't fly a spoiler.
What?
You can't fly a spoiler. Like there has to be another component other than drag. You also
No, the idea is no point with a spoiler. You contact the car.
So it doesn't fly away.
No. You want to be my spoiler, right?
Yeah, it's a big fin in the back.
Yeah. Act like trunk car.
Yeah.
Oh, what trunk car?
Trunk car. The whole point of that is to create drag to basically weigh the car down to the back of the car to prevent the car from television, I think, or spinning out.
Yeah, it's to keep it steady by keeping its wheels on the road. Like
but that kind of allows you to be faster, right?
Because it basically allows you for high speeds to be safer, so therefore you can go faster.
Yeah, you can justify taking out weight in the front end car. You can have. You know what I mean? Because like you can't just have a car just be super aerodynamic, super fast.
It'll fly away.
Yeah, it'll literally fly.
It will literally fly away. It'll
Right.
literally fly into the air, and you will come down and die.
You see the fucking drag races? That's actually happening. It actually goes up in the air, straight away to the ship. You can get a fucking toothpick with wheels.
A toothpick with the wheel.
Oh shit, we're level 2.
But that's what a spoiler does, to kind of keep the car on the ground. Because sometimes you can be driving in a straight line and you just spin out.
Yeah.
You're going too fast.
Because it's too sensitive to the wind. So you need drag in order
You
to.
just lost traction for like a split second. That was it.
What the fuck happened?
You're done, so.
What's this?
Oh, it's a bonus stage for you.
Shit.
Oh, why?
The game's helping you out with those sorry for you.
Oh my god. I think the game thinks you're a small child.
I mean, you are playing.
You're playing a Nickelodeon kart racer.
I mean.
You're combining the two most childish things ever. It's Nickelodeon and a kart racer.
This is you guys here. Look. Watch this. Look.
Oh no! Millions of dollars worth of damage. Metalhead engine.
They're all like, they're all dancing. At the very beginning of the race too.
Congratulations, you guys! You wasted millions of dollars, and you also crashed your
You're
cars.
using these wide-ass touring cars, GTs, on the narrow track.
Oh fuck, you lost.
No, I won.
Celebrate.
So the sponge is up there, and we got slime.
Yeah!
Oh god!
Oh god.
You can chop? Oh, we can buy.
That's why you don't ask SpongeBob to swallow. You don't want that happening.
Oh wow!
SpongeBob is probably
Oh
very light.
shit, there's so much to buy.
What is that?
God. Look up some builds on Icy Mason.
You betcha.
I thought it would be colder.
What?
I thought it'd be colder. When it was winter.
You want to soak?
Gilbert's room and it's dry
Yes.
like the entire world.
Yeah.
Bitch.
I mean, Gilbert's inside of it, so that's just true. But like, and you.
Welcome to my humble abode.
Every time I go home, my nose is really and stuff though. I don't
You're an ass.
know.
Are you sure you're not just an anime protagonist and you just saw a pretty lady?
Since we get
That's
cut.
squeezed.
No, but yeah, that is an anime trope. Is that they start bleeding from the nose?
Yeah.
I don't know. They start hyperventilating or something, and like
Loads out there.
Okay, bitch. You turn.
they just fly the fuck away.
You turn.
Reptile.
This is stop sign. You're supposed to know which is better. Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Stock everything.
Hell.
In the paint job, stock.
Stock paint job. Stock.
I'm not seeing any stats when we dive.
don't see any difference in stats.
You have to go up and down on some of them.
Do you want to play together or play against one another?
Go up and down on some of them. Like, go left
Which one are you in?
I'm in red team.
Oh, he's the left one. There we go. Go up and down. There we go. Metalhead.
Metalhead.
What's the difference? Oh, it's more speed.
Ah, there we go.
What else? Is that it?
Yep, that's it.
You're a metalhead.
Wow, what
I play that metal song.
Can you hear the rumble?
Oh,
Can you hear the rumble inside? Here's your there's no metal.
Ghost pieces.
Just fucking a goat. People insist that ghost is
Red
metal.
team? No, red team?
Like,
Yeah, red team.
prog rock. You know, prog rock, just like a rock band, but on a metal band.
Did you say prog rock?
Prog rock.
Yeah, it's prog rock.
Escape from Dimension X.
Escape from Dimension.
Will be booted every time. Oh! Everyone in last place will get booted out. So, don't be in fucking last place. Or else you'll get booted out.
Imagine if this was on VR. Oh shit. Right. So wobbly and stuff.
Where's slime in Nickelodeon 4? What was the play?
Is slime edible?
It's your blood.
I think they take their most prolific child star and wait until and wait until they've grown up, but the abuse they've suffered as being child stars has been so severe that their blood turns into slime, and then they cut their hearts out.
What the hell? What? So long.
And that's when they get their supply of slime. Get out of last place. Fuck out of last place. Oh no! Got booted. Get my way, assholes. Get out of my way, assholes! I'm gonna survive! Fuck!
Or just slime is just Nickelodeon.
Come on, stay out of last place. Stay the fuck out of last place, come on. Oh, okay. 7.
Wait, did you die?
Yeah, he was in last place when the timer went off and he was eliminated.
Can't tell. It's so confusing.
Alright, so where to go?
Yes.
Ah! Got eliminated. I only made it halfway through.
Nah, you drowned in slime.
I drowned in slime. You ever heard of the Nick Hotel?
Yeah.
You ever heard of the Nick Hotel?
Nick Hotel.
Yeah, it's basically like it's basically like they had a shitty water park at a what the fuck was it again?
Slime is Slime a drug?
What's that?
Slime a drug?
No, it's the Nickelodeon themed Holiday Inn is what it was. And basically it was a Holiday Inn with like Nickelodeon theming. And it had a shitty water park in it. A tiny shitty Nickelodeon themed water park. And it was the most like worst thing ever. It was just an absolute fucking nightmare. Just hearing them describe like, so yeah, we were technically still a Holiday Inn, and so Nickelodeon gave us no support. And when shit got bad, we had to deal with it by ourselves. And it was like the most depressing shit ever. Because we had a pool out there, all the rooms smelled like chlorine. And the floors were all soggy and mildewy. And there were times when we just ran out of towels. there was slime, but you had to pay $250 to be privately slimed. and you take a child in a back room, and their parents pay $250.
Slime you and your parents. I tie you down with
You have to pay.
I wish I ever watched this skit.
You have to pay $250 so that your child can be slimed in a back room.
SpongeBob in this game is gonna carry out.
Get the fuck out of it!
I'm the only reason why Nickelodeon's even around today. Right? 90% of the profits come from me.
Nickelodeon sold their souls to market my bullshit. I can't
How many
wait.
episodes? How much runtime do you get? Oh, I'm still like Nickelodeon still plays like 90% SpongeBob.
Well, yeah, because people watch it. It's the thing. It's the thing.
It's like South Park's
Like, believe it or not, probably. Can you imagine an episode of SpongeBob where like they do their goofy bullshit and then like, but like at the end of the episode you just see like hear the bell ring and it's like, all right, now we'll take 5, and SpongeBob just walks away, just lights a cigarette, just fucking it's like fucking bullshit. And he just has a completely different voice.
You know why kids know? Heard of that? You ever heard of it?
I've heard of them, but like I haven't really watched their stuff though.
Watch this one, the great. Oh, the quality.
Oh my god! Oh shit! I didn't realize I was playing a video game.
Oh, you are.
I played the video game. The video game.
You played the video game called the video game?
You ever played a video game called the video game?
I played the video game very well.
I personally have had my fair share of video games. The reason is because it's a bad name. It's a bad name that doesn't actually communicate what medium is, and we don't have a better name for it. Also, it's because there's a weird culture with video games that is like really fucked up and terrible. Yeah. Do you know what's
I hear like, you know, I hear
Really?
when I say the word video game, it breaks someone, you know.
It feels like you were slimed in your soul.
Yeah, got slimed in my soul.
I got slimed in my soul.
My soul has been slimed. Like Nickelodeon.
Do you know what the worst thing I ever heard was like someone going, so gamers have such and such and such and such, right? They use the word gamer, right? And in the comments of that article, and the comments of that article was, get my identity out, gamer. Get my identity out of your mouth. And it's like, right? Like, that's some shit you should have gotten over in middle school. It's like, gamer's my identity. He's like, fuck off. There are better things to attach your identity to than the fucking video games. It had a chance, now it's shit, and it's not good anymore. Stop it.
Hey, fucking Hunter, what the hell? You're in fourth? What? How are you in fourth?
You know why it hurts so bad? There was a part because there's a 6th grader inside me that was that kid. There was a 6th grader who killed himself a long time ago, and I'm glad he's dead. The spaceship.
I mean, we're just not sure about that. Yeah, we might want to workshop it. Why? He creeps people. He creeps people in the mouth.
He creeps people in the mouth.
He thinks in the longest rooms in the middle of the night. He creeps them in the mouth. You see, I think that the reason that I don't know that this is he sounds like he's saying. What? Oh, no. What? I'm sorry, sir. Get your mind out of the gutter. He's afraid of the brain of a brain. What are you talking about? It sounds like it's a great I love it. He, like, rapes the kid. I mean, I'm the minority here. Come on.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna tie you to the radiator and rape you. What? I'm going to rape you. No, that's what it sounds like to say. I love it. Why was he gonna tie them to the radiator? That's how he rapes people. That's what he does. No.
Oh, fuck off. Oh, the worst.
That's it, bud.
Oh, fucking hitbox!
Scenario. Why? Why are you trying to twist a children's soda commercial into your weird, sick, sort of twisted turn? Why were they running? Why was that child screaming, Mom? Oh, that kid is a horrible actor and the next time he sees the commercial will use somebody else to do it. These kids were obviously horrified. That girl is fucking just home gas.
Oh no!
Listen to yourself. What she's wearing? What she's wearing? It's purple. Oh. No. Right? No. I love it. You guys want the commercial or not? Yes, we want the commercial. Don't support the commercial. Fine. I just have some serious reservations about it.
A creep whistle! Damn it.
This is too much. It's too much.
No, you're the one with the perverted mind. He's rubbing it on himself sexually. He does. He has an aroused look on his face, like.
Cynthia cut. No.
I broke my neck. I'm Patrick. Get my lifestyle out of your mouth. So first.
I'm a puppy anyway.
Stop improving.
Yellow team?
Let's go, sure, let's go yellow team.
Much more like you now.
Sure.
Zach Cracker. Yeah, Trevor. Trevor Lord. Hey, how you doing? Good. I haven't seen you in like 7, 8 years since senior year at Brown, right? It's good to see you. You look great. Man, what do you got there? This is a gallon of PCP.
What? A whole gallon?
Wow. A gallon. That's right. Yes, felony. A felony. Yes. Wow. And here you are with it anyway. Wow. I didn't even know it came in liquid form. Whoa. So wow. Do you do a lot of PCP? Got a gallon. I guess you do. Yeah. Wow. So what do you do? I work in an investment firm downtown. It's mostly property acquisitions. Oh, that sounds successful. What do you do? I work at the Bingo's. I don't know what Bingo is. It's an office supply store. Like secretary stuff. But a gallon. Yeah. A gallon. Wow. Man, did you still see Candace? No. She passed away. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. How long ago did that happen? About 4 years ago. No, yeah.
You died today.
Yeah. As in today. Yeah. It's 5 o'clock now. Yeah. So
Oh my god.
that was recent. What happened? I was at my dealer's house. I was about to do some paperwork. And I didn't have the money for all the gallons. Expensive. But I wanted a whole gallon, of course. So I set up a deal where I would leave her as collateral. I would go to the ATM, come right back. No problem. But, when I left, I got distracted and cut her head off.
Oh fuck!
Wow. And that happened today. Just a little while ago. And are you okay? Are you doing alright? I've got a pretty high right now. Oh, right, because of the PCB, which you have. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Man, I ran in the middle the other day, and he's doing really good. I don't know. That's right. No, you wouldn't know. But, he's doing good. That's good. Yeah. It's good to see. Good for himself.
Motherfucker, got gum.
You are on your way to pick up children with your gallon thing. I don't want to go to their head. Oh, you left them with the guy, the PCD guy. No, that's not practice. I play these dads. It was a joke. I get it. Well, good to see you. You're okay. I'll tell Billy you said hi. I don't know him. Oh, that's right. You know.
First,
See you later.
you have a gallon of... A gallon? I didn't know that they came in liquid form. Silence. A whole gallon. If you stop appropriating my culture. The Canadian bottom would be nice. Fucker! What's the fucking big green goo hand? Wow. Oh no, I'm gonna crash. Fuck! Oh shit! What? Go, what? What was that?
I mean, that was so funny how, like, they're neighbors, right? But, like, they go to their house and, like, wild. right?
They're neighbors, but there's no houses for miles.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
I mean, not for miles, like, my skirt's like slightly away, so there's
Oh!
so much space to like.
Why don't you move farther away?
Right next to each other. It's like on like a bus or in a theater, and like tons of empty seats, like one person. And you sit next to that one person.
Oh my god!
It's exactly like that.
Do you think that SpongeBob pays rent, or do you think he owns his house? I don't think you can own a fucking house on like a fucking on burger flipping. I think that Squidward fucking I think they live there because they have to pay rent. Is probably why. It's like, why can't I move away?
Like it's land's quite enough value other than the other people.
Well,
because there was that one deity of Squidward houses, right?
I didn't notice. I don't remember that.
Like an episode where Squidward finds like this mine.
He finds. Oh, what was there some kind of squid flight or something?
What?
It's a joke. On white flight. It's when they all retreated to the suburbs.
It actually just kind of suburbs.
The squid suburbia.
Yeah, quite literally.
What minority they're trying to get away from? They're trying to get away from the sponges or the squid. Oh,
that's like the point. That's why Squidward joins it.
Oh, so it's literally just an episode of SpongeBob about white flight. Is that actually what it is?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's kind of a heavy topic, isn't it?
So that's clearly valuable real estate right there, but like where SpongeBob's living at, like nobody cares. Probably SpongeBob himself that's private, that's property value. That's why everybody sold off their fucking houses and or something. Right, that's why it's an empty wasteland.
Hold on, if SpongeBob is just being what he is, just drives out the property value, doesn't that make it a little bit racist if it is a story about white flight?
It's not about white flight.
I know. I just like to think of it that way because just.
But Squidward, you can't really afford your house. He actually appreciates the low property values. That's how you're able to pay for that house. It's way with the cashier.
As a burger flipper, who the fuck lives there? Like they all like that fucking.
And Patrick's house isn't even a house. It's just a rock.
It's just fucking rock. It depends. On some interpretations, it is just a rock he lives under. Sometimes it is literally just the dome to like
much more complex.
It's like it's got like a sand sofa, a sand television.
Maybe Patrick is definitely back.
What if Patrick is actually he's a I was gonna say a Rain Man, but that's not what Rain Man was. He was the Rain he was an idiot savant.
He's an idiot, yeah, he's savant.
Idiot savant.
But he's really good at using sand.
He's not very good with using wood or nails.
But sand.
It's just really good. Remember? All right, Patrick, I need you to build him a stable. And the end of the episode, he's sitting there with like a wood nailed into his head. This is very.
That was so fucking cool.
I know. It's funny. It's like the ethos of like Nickelodeon was like, hey, this is a TV channel that's made by kids for kids. That's the aesthetic we want to go to. We're not gonna have like a bunch of ads or shit like that. We're not gonna sell out by selling like merchandise and shit. And then it's like, because kids know when they're being advertised to, and they don't like it. We're not gonna do that. It'll ruin the. Well, that's what the old white man in the studio thought. Anyway, so their aesthetic was going to be like the way that all the art and cutaways and shit, everything in between the actual shows are looks like they were made by literal children. The idea is like, oh, the kids are gonna watch this. Goes, oh, this is a TV show made by kids, or that this is like our style, and whatever. And then basically they look at SpongeBob and it's like, this is the biggest smash hit ever. If we sold the merchandise, we'd make fucking billions. Should we market the shit out of it like Disney? Because we hate Disney. And they said, nah, fuck it, we're gonna we're gonna sell the fuck out because SpongeBob is worth the money. That's basically what. So basically, SpongeBob is the show that made Nickelodeon sell out.
It is Nickelodeon.
Yeah, basically.
I see you have a lot of airtime and Loud House.
It's not terrible, but like it's all right. But it has a much more narrow demographic. I guess old SpongeBob was like more appealing to like a broader audience, I guess.
It was just good, right?
Yeah, it's a good show, exactly. Later episodes, not so much, I guess.
Yeah.
But like, the thing is that like you can sustain a television channel on like small children. Like you can do that. That's sort of what Cartoon Network is going through right now. Hear about that shit? Yeah, the entire channel, like nothing, non-stop.
Of that shit, and it's the worst show in the world. Too.
It's not. It's so embarrassing to look at.
Yeah.
It's not funny. It's not. Oh.
Yeah, it's Blizzard.
God. And they're coming out with their own movie too.
It's got Never Shark, Never Storm.
Yep.
Fuck.
Oh, you just fucking grab that. Or I'll fucking smack out. Oh, smack that out. Clap your ass in there. You gonna clap some ass with that?
We're gonna clap someone's ass with it.
Ass clap.
What the hell? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I got some lost slime in it.
Yeah, but I think why am I at 9? I haven't been failed at the course yet. I mean, getting stuck in this shit. Oh no!
You did a good job.
Got fucking snapped down there.
I got someone.
Yay!
Who's that? Ah!
I need to be slime.
I think every level.
Almost every.
Well, what else?
Besides this, that's all they have. It's like a Nickelodeon brand gimmick.
Just fucking slime your children.
You literally can't think of anything else.
Have your children slimed for $250 in a private room.
Ideas.
Look,
It's like Universal Studios before Harry Potter.
Oh my god. Look, man. It's just you need to understand. This is just a product of late capitalism. It's just like this now.
Definitely, reminds me like we're watching that video Disney World. Invest in Avatar, but the year later you get Star Wars, or we just heavily invest in Avatar, theme parks. So.
Oh shit!
You know, Avatar is really that great for
It isn't, but you had a bunch of people who had like, what wasn't that shit real of the post Pandoran like depression, where people were so like taken in by like by Pandora, by the movie or whatever, that like they were sad it wasn't real or something.
Yeah.
No, that exists for everything.
It's not unique to that.
Yeah, but like we all know that that niches can become large enough to become relevant to mainstream.
It's when Avatar became relevant very quickly.
Yeah, it did. It's been too long. If they want to capitalize on the craze on it, it's way too long.
I think it's at this point if that the new Avatar movies is several sequels, right?
There's like I think they already had 3 movies planned.
Yeah. Like there needs to be some substance instead of visual. I think.
What
Do
is
you
my
think they can just rely on visual? Like maybe that's their niche.
What Kevin Costner movie do you think they're gonna rip off the next film?
Oh fuck. Let's just do Dances with Wolves again.
Oh, again! Has it been long? I mean, it's long enough that there could be just a remake of Dances with Wolves. Can you imagine if that happened? If there was Dances with he dances with wolves and
Dances with Coyotes.
dances with coyotes and Avatar 2 Return to Pandora. Return to Pandora.
Oh, KR, whatever that is. So what do we have? We have Rugrats, SpongeBob,
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Arnold, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
What the fuck's that dinosaur thing?
That's Rugrats.
That's Raptor.
Oh, so what you're telling me is that there's 3 TV shows featuring the entire kart racing game.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently.
That's not good.
That's not a lot of like university stage for
I've been watching, haven't watched like my 1.5-year-old sister for like the past week, and that means like a lot of PBS, like children's cartoons.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's better than the Baby Channel, but like it's at least a show, right? But it's not great.
Wait, there's a separate handling for slime handling.
Slam handling?
Slime handling.
Oh, slime handling.
Look at that stuff.
Oh, it's slime handling. It refers to when you're like in a boat, and you're going through the river of slime.
Does also apply to just slime in general.
I don't know.
Oh my god, this is a very complex, RPG system. Oh my god, more complex than Gran Turismo.
So what? All right. So what are we gonna do for the water? So what are we gonna do for boost? Slime. What are we gonna do for the water parts of the track? Slime. But everything's fucking slime.
I mean, it's such
a corporate attitude, isn't it? It's what do businessmen know? They know slime. They are slime.
They're the market.
They're slimy. What do they have in abundance? Businessmen have slime. That's what they got in abundance.
Right, it had like literally no creative work.
That costs.
Why they're still on it's all just
Look, they stopped working for free a long time ago.
Yeah.
Now they expect us to pay them. Fuck that. We can get small children to watch our stuff forever and ever and buy our stuff forever. Even when they get old, there's gonna be new kids, so we can sell the same thing to them. That's why young person's media meant for like younger people is so shitty and repetitive. It's because it is meant for young people, and by the time that you've grown up, you've outgrown that entire genre of art. So children's media can be repetitive and shitty, and so can like young adults media, because you're only gonna read it once at a specific age, and you've never read anything like it before. So it's almost kind of a waste of time to go, just
I mean, it's kind of hard to say, just wait time, about the entire channel is, profited by some K-pop. Yeah. It's like 90% with like an airtime, with like profits.
It's the you know what it is now? It's like a children's television is now children's television programming. Children's television cartoons are basically, I need to distract my kid, but I won't give them an iPhone yet. That's basically what it is, because children will pick up a...
Hey Arnold, a good show?
I don't know.
Yes.
What
happened to Animaniacs? I mean, Cat Dog. Cat Dog.
Cat Dog.
Freaking Cat... Yeah. Where's Cat Dog here? Why is Cat Dog not here?
Is Gravity Falls Nickelodeon?
No, that was Cartoon Network. Yeah, Cartoon Network.
Quality. Okay.
Yeah, the quality programming that they have sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
Look, they've had some pretty good shows on there, but it's just like the people like the adults. That's an interesting show for its art style alone.
Yeah.
But like people who actually like appreciate those cartoons a lot of them are adults or young adults.
Yeah.
Like, and they watch that shit on. Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
That was just on your TV.
Yeah, like teens and like young adults and just flat out adults watch that shit.
It's like a weird blend between the adults with the ethic and the Cartoon Network. That's probably the reason why it worked.
Yeah.
For a while.
But the thing is that those same people can have the internet and they can just pirate or just watch that shit online or figure out ways to watch it legally.
Yeah.
And so, but children are the only ones who don't know how to watch things illegally. So basically, you build your channel around children watching a television station because those are the only ones who watch TV.
I only watch the 2 channels.
Well, yeah, those are.
Maybe sometimes see a little bit maybe.
Yeah, that's just on right now.
Shark Tank, Shark Talking, eventually actually.
Shark Tank. I can't watch any of those fucking reality shows. I don't know what it is.
Repetitive very quickly.
They get repetitive really quickly, and also I just don't derive any like satisfaction from them. I either am bored.
Yeah, it's like slightly a step above white noise.
Yes, actually.
Yeah, like a step above.
It's either people yelling or getting into fights, and I don't find that entertaining because I've had enough of that in my real life. Is that this isn't fun. I want a break from this. I don't want more of it.
Seeing what kind of products you have.
Yeah.
It's really stupid.
Yeah.
That's kind of the challenge. They have to actually stupid products. Like, it's stupid products that actually get appreciated. Yeah. You don't want to waste those investments time. Right?
Yeah, I see. I know what you mean.
It's balance.
Yeah, exactly. What was the other part of that? Another part of it is that, like...
I like the process of it, like...
I don't get any I don't like... I rarely ever get a sense of Schadenfreude from watching those shows now.
Well, Matt, got it. My friend's sweet.
Fuck you. You can scoot and fruity your fucking ass off a cliff if you want to tell me that's how it's pronounced. I'd rather... It sounds better wrong. Schadenfreude. Schadenfreude. Scoot and fruity. Scoot and fruity. Oh, I win. It's like the GIF thing. I know the actual thing is GIF. Alright. But fuck you, I'm not saying.
I just say GIFs.
GIFs?
I say something GIFs. Because I don't know, I just like the just sound weird and GIF. Yeah, it's like good.
Well, the thing is, I'm not going GIF. I'm saying GIF.
How is it actually pronounced? Let's see.
Schadenfreude. See? You fucking lying piece of shit. It is Schadenfreude.
Just goose shit.
It's goose shit. I mean, like, it's... Why does the guy who says it sounds like he's gonna kill himself? Schadenfreude. Oh, yeah. A bunch of depressed accents. There's a funny story I read about a German family who moves to America. They're like, yeah, we were super German.
There's no point in hammering me down when I'm in a nice place.
Because one day, 1 month we decided to go back to Germany. We walked into a movie theater, and there was a joke where it's just like, okay, let me see your tickets.
Lawrence, what the hell? Don't do this during the slime.
The woman's like, okay, let me see your card for your tickets. Like, okay, so they put your debit card in. Like, I'm sorry, your card was declined. And the parents go to their kids. Well, we're gonna have to sell you, and looks like we're gonna have to sell you to slavery. And the kids and the parents just laugh, and then the lady in the box office just looks up and goes, "Are they serious?" And the kids go, "No, it's a Joe. And I go, she goes, oh, here's your tickets. And they're like, shit, we're Americanized as fuck. It's like, because like no, actually, like no one in Germany actually has a sense of humor. It's like a for real thing that like they just get, if you say something like morbid humor just comes off as serious and it creeps people out.
That's the only have.
That's all they have.
I use Universal Studios theme park as Harry Potter.
How do you feel about the way J.K. Rowling handles diversity? Let's just talk.
You want to talk about like Fantastic Beasts or watch that movie?
I haven't, but it's just I heard some pretty interesting stuff about like describing like, so saying that Dumbledore is gay after the fact is kind of shitty, and the reason is because like it's kind of cowardly to insist that you have progressive themes in your story when there's nothing in the text that supports it.
Yeah, and he had a chance to like show in the movie, right?
Yeah, but he
didn't.
Yeah.
Or kind of barely hinted at it. So it's like gay baiting.
Queer baiting, where characters who are not who are not queer in the text of the show or the, but they just say they're gay.
Reminds me of a tweet where some comedian was like, let's see, day in life just run, wake up. Let's see, what I'm gonna tweet today? It's been a big real. I was done with doors, transsexual, anything you roll on dice, and he's also a milkshake.
So sorry.
Or something like that.
He reminds me of some.
He's a pansexual.
He's a pansexual.
Other kid.
Ron is actually gay. And he's like, wait, but what about that? But didn't he get married? Nah, he's gay though. Shut up. He never had feelings for Hermione. It was a sham relationship. That's not what the text of the book says. No, I was politically correct the whole time.
Oh yeah, Harry Potter is a proud independent body.
I never said that he wasn't black or a woman. Wait, what? No, I'm pretty sure you said he was a boy. He was a boy at that time.
Are you assuming his gender? He's gender fluid, okay?
I remember someone going like there's some shit like, oh, she votes for the Labour Party, which is like the left like part of politics in that country. But then when like the guy leader of Labour goes, okay, so we're gonna make it our goal to change the way our economic system works so that it's more equitable and like closer to left-leaning ideals. He's like, wait a minute, you're gonna take my money? Billionaire woman, you're gonna take some of my billions to redistribute it to other people? What the fuck, man? Why are you doing that? And he's like, you voted for Labour. You support the Labour Party. This is what they want all the time. You can't like you haven't written anything new ever since you wrote Harry Potter. So like you're not actually working. You're just sitting collecting your billions. You're actively the active enemy of Labour. And it's like,
I heard that second movie was called Price of Miracle was really bad.
Totally.
Yeah, like really bad. Probably worse than the Star Wars Jedi.
Like I've watched Star Wars Jedi like twice and a few times. Like that's not a bad movie. It's people having people developed a weird parasocial relationship with Luke Skywalker because they watched those movies when they were younger. They basically started to identify with Luke and seeing him, and like just seeing new characters show up and like old characters.
Right now, the friends would be the ones who get sacrificed. You know. Wouldn't that been a much better plot?
The reason is because Carrie Fisher still had done a lot of scenes that took place after that point in the story, and they decided that since she's dead, they wanted to show all the scenes she had done. So basically, it was more of a thing of like, this is the last we're ever going to see of Carrie Fisher. So we want to show as much of the work as she did in the movie, and which is the reason for that. And also, it's like.
Watch like a lot of reviews of it. the general consensus that it's a complete structural mess,
Yeah.
right? All these like boring characters.
I thought you said these porn characters.
Boring characters.
Boring characters. Boring characters. No, these boring characters.
Boring characters.
I mean, they're porn characters. That's not good. If you see a porn actor, they're terrible. There's a bunch of porn actors in this movie. What the fuck's up with that?
Oh, what kind of...
Yeah, like...
She's not a good screenwriter, but I think it's because in general she's not really writing serious suspense type stuff.
She's good at whimsy, but the thing is that...
Mystery, that's where she gets a lot of it. That's how she pulls the audience in. Right? Because Harry Potter plots are actually mystery plots.
Yeah, actually, you're right. You can kind of...
She's just too British, you know?
Too fucking British, man. Got too much of that home. I don't know what that means. Like, yeah, like, Last Jedi thing, I understand that it is a movie that has problems, but it is a movie that doesn't deserve the criticism that it gets. It ultimately comes down to, like, this weird, like, emotional attachment to, like, certain characters, to, like, the older characters in that series. Like, a lot of people, like, don't like the way Luke's portrayed. And I look at that and goes, like, he basically just got old and changed as a person after, like, failing and like, the one thing he was supposed to do in his life. And people got upset because they didn't like the idea that the character they first identified with had changed throughout the course of, like, 30, 40 years or something.
I think it's the first for me.
A part of me feels like yes, but the thing is that it is subversive in a sense. It is avoiding being same. You know what I mean? Like, it's sort of like when you make a remake, you're almost sort of fighting being the same as the original. Because how do I put this? It's very easy to remake, reboot a set of films and make them the same as the original with a different paint. Well, I don't know. Like, I don't know if that's a bad thing.
Like raising parents, whatever.
Well, yeah, because yeah. Weren't people, like, really upset about Anakin, like, being like a virginal birth chosen one, and midichlorians, like, this weird, like, with this weird pseudo eugenics nonsense? And basically, the guy who directed The Last Jedi was like, no, let's fuck that. Let's leave the eugenics bullshit out of it. She's just a person who was born with these powers, but there's no, like, weird, like, elite Aryan breeding stock for Jedi. He basically, it doesn't necessarily sit, basically, she asked what's the Force, and Luke basically describes it to her in an abstract, like, sort of philosophical way that is not like, I took your blood test, your yeah, and it basically very intentionally looks at it from a more mystical perspective, and it gives and it also positions Luke as being, like, gray. In a sense, he isn't fighting for the light or the dark, because he, as he sees it, like, fighting for either extreme just causes, like, catastrophe, and that it's a pointless struggle. And also, Luke's character raises a good point, which is like, look, I was this great, massive hero, but big mythical heroes are bullshit, and they make people believe that one person can actually solve everyone's problems, when that's a lie. And his arc is that he doesn't believe in heroes, and he should disappear from the world because the struggle outside is pointless, and they don't need him, and people are just going to be deluded by mystical heroes like him. But he has an arc in the film. His arc is that he decides that people do need a legend or a myth, and so he shows up the last second and, like, appears to be indestructible because he's a Force ghost, or he's like a astral projected, and that theme is communicated with, like, the children, like, reenacting the scene, like that scene in the movie with, like, little handmade dolls. The idea is that he inspired a generation of people. And so it's basically an arc of Luke being completely faithless and giving up to deciding that he was going to leave some legacy behind to impress upon people. That maybe it's foolish to rely on heroes, but that doesn't mean we don't need them. In fact, we do. And so there's a lot of themes communicated with Luke's arc, and it sort of makes his sort of final showdown and his death really important to that theme. But I feel like a lot of people are sort of tied up in the minutia of how it happened or how he died rather than what it meant. It's sort of like
details.
Yeah, like a lot of Star Wars fans are concerned with the details when the themes.
Why he objects himself like that?
Yeah, it's like why do you do that? It's like it's the answer ends up being that there's no way he could have showed up and made it look like he made himself look indestructible by getting blasted by all those giant robots. So it's a point where he's a literal mythical being because he's not actually there. He's sort of an illusion, just like all mythical characters, right? However,
I heard the actor from being a character.
Yeah, I don't really care about what Mark Hamill wants to say, mostly because not every actor likes or respects the role they're in. Like, for example, Han Solo fucking hated. Harrison Ford hated Han Solo. He hated Star Wars fans, and he was glad that Han Solo died. And so that honestly says to me, you know what, the actor definitely brings something to his role, but sometimes they just don't get it. They hate the character, and I think that's fine because as long as they can lend performance to their character someone else wrote, that's all that's needed of them. So.
Commander and his buddies have to go up against him. I've reviewed every single Harry Potter film in the franchise, and I've liked all of them. I've found enjoyment in every single one of them, and I've liked the previous fantastic. So, my wife is a gigantic Harry Potter fan. She loves it considerably more than I do, and Harry Potter is constantly discussing our house. At least enjoy most of the movies. Or worlds built around it. We've gone to Universal and watched it many times. Which is why it's so shocking to me that this film was as bad as it was. This is easily the worst Harry Potter movie, in my opinion. I found the film relentlessly boring, which is something I can't say about any of the other Harry Potter movies. Even some of the more meandering ones, these tech characters that care about. And I'm not exactly sure what happened this time around because I actually really enjoyed the first installment. I thought it was a great stepping off point. Else. It didn't suffer from some of the problems that other prequel series have suffered. I was excited to see where it would go. This one takes so many characters and so many different subplots and overstuffs.
Circle is reverse. That's what that is.
It's actually kind of difficult. My wife is someone who, if you ask her like the most Harry Potter question about something,
damn it.
One paragraph of one of the books. She had a hard time following this film because it's just so messy. It's not to say this is an awful movie. There's some enjoyment to be had. I think David Yates once again did a really good job of directing the movie. Visually stunning. It's a really beautiful film. James Howard's score, as usual, for the large majority of the performances are excellent. Especially Eddie Redmayne once again as Newt Scamander. Such a lovable, cheerful character. But I think the real joy in this movie great casting.
Why another slime?
We can stop if you want. We've been playing for a while.
Johnny Depp is
Are we playing like a circuit right now, or like?
Oh my god, Mr. Bones are all right.
Oh my god, Mr. Bones are all right. Oh no, you're all fucked.
Slime for miles.
Oh no.
Right on the slime.
Oh god, my planet's gonna explode. I'm so hungry and thirsty. So, another thing with the other criticism that has to be Rey, and they say like, oh, she's too powerful, and that's a common one. But sort of like that one is sort of like, well, is that Luke was just kind of whiny, and he gave off vulnerability like very subtly but it is, again, I think it's mostly that because that like younger people saw in those films, like when identified with Luke in a very in a way that basically made it so that
Is that we're able to do things that you guys might do without training? Yeah, that was the problem with training.
yeah, but then again, like almost other characters. What happened is the thing. Well, the thing is that again, it sort of brings back to the fact that like the film is trying to do away with the video game logic of things. Like I think guys in Red Letter Media put it that like when Count Dooku did the lightning hands to like Obi-Wan and Anakin, it cheapened the Emperor's use of lightning because it went from being that like, oh, he's really fucking evil so he can just shoot lightning from his hands, and turned it into, no, you have to be a level 15 wizard to unlock the lightning power. And so Rey is just special, and those characters exist where they just have special powers. In the case of Anakin, there's precedence of characters just not being talented, not receiving training. And yeah, like one could say that's a problem, but the thing is that I don't think it's necessary for a person to undergo the exact same journey at the same pace as Luke did, because we already saw that journey.
The problem is that it creates this conflict. The character of special talents kind of have to do with more conflict. Or like Sharp Club doesn't just like catch random criminals, he only catches genius, right?
Yeah, but like the thing is, her struggle ends up being a more personal one. Whereas like where Luke undergoes his own personal struggle with the dark side and the light, but like she's undergoing a personal struggle of like in The Last Jedi, it's like, oh, maybe I should find, I don't know, the light might be bullshit. I haven't found any answers in the darkness. Maybe, and he like
scene where he's been trying to sacrifice himself and Rose stops him.
Yeah.
That was something bad. He's done some weird shit about love.
So I think I can read into that like what the director meant, but might have been wrong. But people just didn't want to read into it. I guess what is that? It's basically the idea of is that you cannot blow up your problems. You can't murder your way to a better world. You basically have to build.
Isn't fight stop and sacrifice a bunch of those?
I don't believe anyone died when the doors got blown up, though. But I guess it could have. But the thing is that I guess, but like again, like the point, like there's a specific point that was supposed to be delivered. A message was delivered by the scene. It's kind of a one that a lot of people sort of don't heed in real life. And it's that you can't bomb away your problems. You can't shoot enough bad people in the head until the badness goes away. Having an ideology built upon killing all the threats to you or your society is the foundation of fascism. And that basically Rose's point is that we can't all like jihad suicide bomb into the empire, or else we're just a bunch of crazy assholes killing people.
Sure, but it's made out.
Like
it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. It's again like
you can't be charitable for the offer, right? Like I can be charitable with the things, right? Like I get what the offer is trying to convey. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think they're way worse at conveying it. Also, they imply a lot more troubling things within their messaging than what Rose does. At best, what Rose does is emotional and negligent. What like the 50 Shades author does is say that anyone who does these deviant like sex acts were all abused, and so they're all fucked up and narcissistic.
Just Amy plays the reader earlier. The room, like I can get what he's trying to convey.
But what's more interesting is what it actually conveys. But the thing is that there's nothing problematic about what Rose does. It's illogical, but it's like it's different. But like what Tommy Wiseau does is that I am a vulnerable person who gets cucked. or something. But it just that was his intention, but it like displayed some kind of fucked up neuroses.
Like, it's kind of what separates like mediocre stories from like, or even just good stories from great stories. So, like good stories, like you might not really care about the character as much because that's the built. Like I get that I'm supposed to care about this character because it's the main protagonist. But it's like, well, there's not enough details to really, you know, for me to connect with. You can't just assume that the audience will care.
Yeah, that's the thing about it. That's the sort of the curse of Last Jedi. There's a lot of people who are attached to both to ideas of films and with this. There's at what point is it the author's fault that the audience ends up applying more to characters beyond the text of what you actually created? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it's about the crime sprint was fits no crime.
Really?
I guess escaping from jail count.
I guess.
Oh yeah, I think he also brought in World War II, Hitler or something like that.
What? Brought in Hitler?
There's like there's a scene where he like sees a vision, or like he shows a vision, like World War II. Mm-hmm. He's trying to stop that or something. Okay. During the war. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's
Look, she's very progressive, dude.
She's gonna bring in World War II. Do you think she's gonna bring in her politics into it?
She's got really libertarian politics. Like she publicly like supported labor because she wants to appear progressive, but she's actually super libertarian. If you actually look at the Harry Potter books, they're super libertarian because they portray the government as really incompetent.
Yeah.
The media is lying. And taken over by corrupt, evil people, and only the strong-willed chosen one is able to save the day.
Starting to get that sounds a little Ayn Randish.
Yes, it's sort of like in America, like Ayn Rand has tainted sort of liberal politics, and when I say liberal, I mean that capitalist economy, small state, don't mess with. Yeah. Neoliberalism is big government affects big things, except instead of helping people, they just support the capitalist economy and they don't expect anything back. So we have all this expenditure of big government, but none of the help and all the problems of unrestrained capitalism. So yeah, basically. So Ayn Rand sneaks into everything, including like people who claim to be like religious Christians or Catholics, and they say they read Ayn Rand, who is a angry, anti-charity, anti-God philosopher. And it's so weird. It's so weird that like
more slime.
It's Ayn Rand. It's more slime. More slime! Can't get away from it! I'm not even paying attention anymore. It stops.
I thought it set up something kind of fun for us here. They essentially they had this great idea for the whole there's nothing really done. It's very, very original. There's so much they could explore with that ability. And it's kind of just like walks around and something walking around. There isn't that much depth.
I'm not even paying
attention. The crimes of that much more in that. But I think the deal with mine of this film is that it's just this is coming from somebody who really likes my wife was legitimately sad when we were driving home, like this was crushing. So I imagine this could be detrimental to some Harry Potter fans, in general, and the fandom in general, because I can see some people really loving the film because it definitely acts like that, and others are going to hate you for some specific choices that make
Is this
the kind of
repeated?
choices that make Harry Potter this universe back to front very interesting.
Playing the game randomly. Or you were just giving a track randomly back to back, not part of the thing. The only way to stop is to put the controller down, walk away. I see her, I do that though. Okay, your boss. I'll pull out my gun and every picture. There, you played all like 4 stages.
We played all 4 stages.
All 4 slime stages.
How much? I wonder if they'll ever run out of slime. We'll pick up the slime tokens, run through the slime puddles, go through the slime river, use our slime boosts. And it's all so we can win first place, so we can get slimes. That was the reward, just getting slimes. It
Shake it off, it's slime.
just.
Oh
Oh god, it's just, and the whole point of this race that is just choking on slime is to get slimed again. It's like some kind of disgusting fucking bukkake like jerk off fantasy. What am I?
Can't tell if I'm anything else. It's like some guy just like, come on, I just feel like slime. That's cool, right?
Fuck.
Kids might think are fun, and then they just never, move away from that.
Look, man, once they
I
get
bet that guy got promoted to CEO or something.
Look, once they get too old for slime, they're not watching Nickelodeon anyway. But then the next kid grows up, and they're down with the slime, and they're
Slimeness.
get down with the slimeness, get down with the slime. I can't do his voice. What? You gotta get down with the slimeness. I can't do it. Get down with the slimeness. Like, to be fair, the last time I saw him in concert, he couldn't do the voice either. Fucking. Yeah, he often has like voice problems where he can't do can't sing in the style that he does in like any of the studio versions, and their sound system wasn't all that great. Yeah, it was, but
Some singers have a hard time doing it. Some singers are.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, hey,
Some singers don't do it.
They
You're not supposed to hear your voice box at all.
They basically just like tear up their throat while singing, and like I think it's what the lead singer of Disturbed does. He just tears up his throat and does it wrong. He's I guess because he's done it right. He's been doing fine. Like just making money. He's just been doing the same thing, but like I don't know.
Just throwing it in.
I think he like used to own a hard rock like club or something like that, and he needed a band, but the last people who showed up sucked, and another group didn't show up. So he says, "Fuck it, I could do this," and then he basically performed as the musical entertainment for his own club, and basically he just started his own band, and that's how Disturbed got started. It was literally a guy who says, "Hey, how hard is this to do? I can do this," and then he did it, and then he actually made a career in a band off of it.
How do you get the views?
Oh, he probably got some dudes because there's enough musicians who went through his club that you could get some people to show up, right? No, they just musicians who just need work. They show up and
Make up songs on the spot.
something like that. He probably did a few covers before he actually wrote his own songs. But you know how it is, like you perform from an audience, they actually like you, and then you consider it, and then you actually just put more work into it. You know what I mean?
Or the birds. So is that one?
The birds?
Yeah.
I'm alone in the dark.
What you mean the TV show Alone from the Dark was on Nickelodeon? Oh, okay. Fuck! What happened? Or Are You Afraid of the Dark? Yeah, it's Are You Afraid of the Dark is the name of the show. I believe.
starting to feel like what is Adam, where you start to have so much with things that suddenly things you already appreciated in life.
Oh, more prequels.
Yeah,
And that's
Harry Potter series, you know. Right, so that vision, World War II.
it's sad. Because there's a lot of actors in this movie.
She's George Lucas
He did a
himself.
good job directing it. Unfortunately, despite as big a fan as I am of J.K. Rowling, I feel like her script was really the real problem. I think it's Fantastic Beasts and Crimes of Grindelwald was C. Guys, thank you so much as always for watching.
Watch the Avatar.
Oh, you mean Avatar? Oh, the M. Night Shyamalan. Yeah, I haven't. I haven't. It's just one of the. You ever like look at something and you go, "That's embarrassing," and go, "I don't want to watch that because it'll make me feel bad while watching it." That's the feeling I got looking at that movie, and it turns out I was right to have that feeling. I never watched the show, but it's one of those things that even when you're completely unfamiliar with the source material, you will still feel uncomfortable looking at it. There's a lot of really great like clips on the internet where they have like the Earthbenders doing this massive fucking group haka, and all they do is just throw this one like soccer ball sized stone across the screen. That was like, oh, it's so embarrassing. It floats really slowly. It's so.
Like a really good director too.
Well, yeah. Well, imagine if you write twists that way, you must be full of yourself in some way.
Do you think the Sixth Sense twist is good? Or at least it was very well received. They kept trying to do it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. He kept trying to. Yeah, he kept trying to like. Yeah, exactly.
I would have made this movie than he fucked the movie. A lot of people are actually hyped.
Yeah, because Split did so well, it was actually a really good twist that got people. Have you ever seen Hancock?
The one where he's a hero.
He's also a criminal.
Yeah, he's like a bad
Yeah, so that's the one with Will Smith, and he's Hancock, he's a superhero, but the police are after him or something, or whatever. He's like, anyway. So there's basically he has a villain in that movie, right? And so essentially in Split there is a man who is deranged, evil, and also schizophrenic, which is kind of messed up. But basically, at the very end of the movie, one of his split personalities is, I need to find Hancock, and basically go, wait, what? He's the villain for that movie? And it turns out it's within the same universe as Hancock, and that the schizophrenic guy is actually a super villain, and schizophrenia is his superpower. And he's went off to find Hancock and kill him or something. I don't remember what it is, but like, I don't remember quite what it is. I don't think it's Hancock. I didn't see the movie, but I do know the twist. It's like, oh wait, no, that's not just a mentally ill person. That's a super villain from another Shyamalan movie.
Oh, that explains the sequel.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So that.
I think the idea was the whole split personality sort of thing. So, what's the thing?
It's Rogue.
I was the type of thing I would see like r/writing prompts.
What right prompt? As in like, don't do this, or basic.
I feel like while I was like the writing prompt is kind of testament to the creativity of most people.
Yeah.
And a lot of people just aren't creative types, because the best way to describe it is that all these ideas are these mishmashes, these kind of like nerd humor-ish, just hodgepodge of a bunch of cliches. Like, oh, the 7 deadly sins are having an Eden, and you're the pizza guy, and you have to broker a pizza. You know what I mean? Like, you just take random things like, oh,
it's mostly absurd tropes mashed with absurdist humor,
like randomly together with no real, there's no theme, anything like that. Or have it like, oh, a werewolf and a vampire for dating, but it turns out, or something. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's what they refer to as absurdist humor, as in it's ridiculous.
Like it's like something trying to be absurd. That's just like how that comes off. You know what I mean? But that's just a product of somebody who just isn't really that creative. Like they try to create what they think is creative.
Yeah. And
it basically just amounts to just here's a bunch of cliches.
It's just words. It's just a word salad of cliches.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, I understand.
But like split personality disorder is one of the most common ones I see.
It's because it's the one that creeps people out because it deals with identity, something that people like hold on to, and but how do I put this?
I think because it's a very layman's idea of a complex mental illness.
It's sort of it's almost like it's its own mythological monster.
Like someone gets to know, understand of mental health problems, they don't know what schizophrenia is, they don't get that stuff.
Yeah.
And you ask them, that's like their first idea of an interesting story, mental illness.
And you know the reason why is because people who have no understanding of human psychology regard they treat people with multiple personality disorder as if just like a person who's possessed with a demon. They're almost they're treated as a mythical creature. Like a host taken over by a demon. Do you wanna stop?
Why?
Well, I've sort of, I don't know, but I've stopped paying attention and I'm getting worse and worse. Okay.
There's like 3 people watching.
3 people watching? I don't know. Maybe you do better. I'm saying, you might be more interesting.
Make Papa stupid.
Make Papa stupid.
Why is this feeling a little bored during the holidays, seeing how kids don't live outside the blizzards? He decides to pick out a house at random and pick a child living in it. Unlucky for him, Kevin Callister hates clowns. Actor.
Oh, fuck off!
Home Alone.
Oh yes, that is actually this is a weird Home Alone. It's a fanfic crossover.
Yeah,
Okay, no. You're just talking. Oh, so you're just talking. So,
these are friends.
You're just talking about fan fiction. I didn't realize what you're describing.
I'm not talking about fan fiction. Our side Brian Thompson Jones.
No, I know, but
fan fiction, yeah, that's falling down for all as well. Or you can't even come up with an idea. You just use what already exists.
That's essentially what fan fiction is. People weaving together basically weaving together a narrative uncreatively using pre-existing characters and elements. Yeah, apparently
Mr. Bean is the lesser known fifth horseman of the apocalypse, ignorance, and intentionally using right to really for the apocalypse, stuff with the Four horsemen finally arrive. You see what I mean? So Four Horsemen is a very common trope you see a lot, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I remember with Warcraft, it's Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse boss fight, and next Ramus. Right, and he's mixed up in Mr. Bean. It's just a random,
random nonsense. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
I'm looking for one that isn't based on. Okay, but
do you know what pisses me off?
You get abducted by aliens, okay? But if they're preparing to probe you, they scan you and you discover a terminal disease that they have never seen before and they cannot cure. Aliens said, and if they're pregnant you, it's like an enormous dimension happening across the galaxy. What does the disease have to do with anything?
Is that they feel bad for you, and basically that they want to take you off, take you to it.
These are Ryan prompts. I feel like you kind of wrote half of it right there. Why did he include that detail? Just say, oh, aliens are stuff, you decided to take them on an adventure. There we go. That's the fucking prompt. Why you have to, right?
I think it's supposed to set the tone for that. This is supposed to be whimsical, or not whimsical, but rather this is supposed to be goofy or. Yeah, it's sort of like it's Joe versus the volcano, basically.
Up to your writer though to decide that. Just decided.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, why is it deciding the tone for them? And basically, they're saying, okay, so it's Joe versus the volcano. A guy is going to die, but it's a story about his whimsical journey to the volcano where he's going to hurl himself off into it and die.
Wrong with this one. When Santa was widely believed to be real, after his disappearance, officers of over 50 given units. Still there in his martial fortress along with elves and other supernaturals fighting a desperate civil war against aliens from their dimension. So you got Santa Claus, but then all of a sudden you got Supernaturals, and then going into
So I'm just gonna say something that like I thought was really interesting. It was Tolkien. One of the things he wrote is that he had a philosophy on creativity, and it was that there was no such thing as true creativity amongst human beings. You're just you're rearranging pre-existing like ideas, concepts, and even when you're fabricating new ideas, it's based off of your environment and the universe around you. So, like for Tolkien, it was partially religious because, of course, he everything inevitably comes from God. So, like he's the only creator, and it says so humans aren't really creative. But also, even from a secular perspective, humans are like products of a universe that was there long before them. And the way we make sense of the universe is that we are taught everything we know, and we are basically observe everything we observe everything we come to understand.
We don't create, we transform.
Yes. So Tolkien basically described the nature of like, so Tolkien basically described humans as being sub-creators, which is that we take what already is. Yeah, that's what he calls it. We take things that we take creation, and we make our own flavor of creation. So we might sing the same songs, or we might write the same stories, but we sort of mishmash and recreate them into something kind of new, and therefore make existence more colorful. And basically, he was sort of acknowledging that, people acknowledge him as being this great creative, but he says, I just studied like other languages and looked at other cultures, and I just assembled.
Yeah, the best creators are the ones who actually like seek out and they take a lot of really good ingredients.
Yeah.
Right, ingredients that other people are aware of.
Yeah, like Elvis, for example, was like put together by a bunch of Scandinavian languages that he spoke and studied fluently, and basically Elvis. Yeah. So basically, he did what actual linguists do, and I say actually, he was a linguist.
Like the first thing that pops in their head.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you really find refinement.
So, and what Tolkien did is that he literally did a thing where like linguists reverse engineer languages to find a common language. But he basically did that. Instead, the common language was his own fictitious language that he created. And the premise and the conceit of his stories is that they were historically real, and they were basically our history. And so he created the Elvish language, which was basically the progenitor of like modern Scandinavian languages. He didn't like literally believe that, but he basically made a story where he reverse engineered human culture and language in some ways to make it seem plausible, basically.
Kept sending knives and charged forces kept coming back. Finally, rather than slay the dragon and take the gold, the prince decided to make him the king's minister of finance.
That just sounds like a joke, as opposed to like a writing prompts.
During Christmas Eve, you wrote a letter to Santa, and then you want the protagonist alive. Next day, you wake up only to see your Kart is dead, and Santa's standing next to the corpse. Turns out, you did become a protagonist, and Santa's a big villain.
I don't know. It just sounds like the plot to Mandy, where you just go on a chainsaw rampage to their pole. Like, what else are you gonna do? Unless you ignore Santa for the entire plot of the story, you're gonna try and kill him or take revenge on him somehow. And it's basically just a revenge story waiting to happen, unless you ignore like the entire setup of the story. So, I don't know. Again, I'm not really a writer, but like.
And Woodman goes and looks at the everyday security. Security guard finally decides to ask him about it.
Oh, okay. It has to. Yeah, it's got to be simple, concise, and.
In fact, right from the second report you bad from the next degree, yeah, here we go.
How did I end up in first place? I haven't been paying attention this whole time.
Aaron said the strongest empty man I've ever seen armed and raised to go. Oh my god. Back to the space engine dialogue. Who's in the right part? Pathetic, prompt, progressive corruption.
Progressive corruption. Oh, I thought it was like Lib Cook for the deep state corruption. They're giving people more rights, taking ours away. I'm sorry.
think that's top.
Yeah.
Top. And all time.
Yeah.
Your mic is on. Dialogue prompt.
Your mic is on. Dialogue prompt. Your mic is on. Dialogue. Your mic is on.
Imagine. She looked at me, she smiled, and I thought something in her eyes was wrong.
I remember writing a story in high school, based not high school, I think it was middle school at the time. That was based off a writing prompt. I think the prompt was you feel an eerie feeling.
Oh my god.
As you approach and open a door or something like that. I remember I wrote the most edgelord bullshit ever, and looking back, I was kind of embarrassed of it. Whereas like another kid was like, you walk up the door timidly and open it and find something with this creeping sense of horror, and it's your in-laws. It's a joke. I was like, oh no, it was just an edgelord. It was bad. But yeah. What's interesting with Tolkien is that so humans are incapable of creation. All we can do is to recreate. And so, and I guess it depends on what. And what's funny is that that's actually how he sets up his morality in the story. Is that good are people who understand and respect that the rights and authority of powers above them. Like for example, like slavery is posed as bad in Tolkien's work because it removes their ability for free expression, which is for the glory of their creator.
Wait, that's right.
Oh damn it! Damn it!
Backwards though.
Oh shit! They're basically like.
Is it really that confusing?
Well, I'm just not paying attention.
Yeah, it's like.
It kind of is confusing. There's big arrows telling you where to go, but like even then, I
Yeah.
doubt.
The box is so big. Like.
Yeah. Anyway, so basically, it's like slavery is posed as bad because the idea of domineering someone is sort of a refutation of your own how to put this. So like Satan in those books is basically becomes Satan because he is unable to accept that he cannot create anything new. And because he becomes so bitter that he can't create anything, he decides he's going to destroy and ruin, disfigure, destroy, and then control everything that the creator created. So basically, Tolkien views his version of Satan is a hack artist who cannot deal with the fact that there's people who write better things than he can, and he has to harass and cut down and steal from others. And so that's the premise of the morality of that series. That's why the orcs are the way they are, because they're like a twisted sort of rip-off of other living creatures, but despite God, he made them ugly and hate everything beautiful, and their only purpose is to destroy other beautiful things. It's sort of like seeing something very beautiful in an art gallery and getting so jealous you start tearing it up. And so those are the sort of the themes of it. It's the artist who understands, look, my stuff isn't original. I stand on the shoulders of giants, and people will copy and rewrite my work after I'm dead. But bad people are like, no, I'm a genius. None of you understand. You're just copying my story. It's you know what I mean? It's that toxic idea of killing artists. Hey, I'm boring you now. Congratulations. Anyway, so
better form than so I use that as a TikTok, a contest to tell me something. What do you want? Do you think it's just a story to be the best of all?
6?
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
What about something like magic before that, like the have trouble in their past, regret, that kind of thing? What about?
Hey Carl, get some snack.
Get some snack, boy.
You can go.
What do I think? Sure, thank you.
Something better than
We just had to do that in the background, you know?
So the I'm not super so when you said like what could the reward for like a group for reward for a circus performer or whatever is I thought P.T. Barnum did really good because he was a huckster asshole or something like that, and P.T. Barnum basically was basically this guy who was a whiz at marketing and was able to get people to scam sideshow attractions, and he made a lot of money doing so.
I don't think the circus is like that. There's like no freak show that is like that. It's like really different. It's like one thing you do is it's almost like a coliseum. Yeah, it's like that. You know what I mean?
I think the reward can be like either prestige itself or a magic item that will basically make that will draw people, that will draw the masses to you.
Yeah, too bad it's not just straight up coliseum or have like your fight or your freedom or some shit like that.
Yeah. There's a nice built-in like motivation and fun. I think
That's what I meant by the settings basically take movement, right?
Yeah. The thought that popped in my head was like playing with the concept of fame, and maybe how like fame can be damaging in a certain way. Huh?
fame to the audience itself.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, exactly. It's like so. Yeah, exactly. So it's basically someone like wants to achieve that like this fame or
No!
this fame or prestige or the magic item that can draw people to them or whatever. And the idea is that they just become famous and that people love and respect them. They come to see them. And what spurred this on for me was watching a documentary on Andre the Giant. So this dude was super famous, right? Because he was this giant person who was a star in wrestling. But they talked about that how fucked up and hard his life was. Because they said there was nowhere he could possibly go to escape people trying to touch him, heckling, make fun of him, high five him.
I remember a off my chest subreddit where there was somebody claiming to be a A-list celebrity.
Yeah.
Right? Talking about how he was depressed and like wishing she could just get away from the law and stuff like that.
Even if that wasn't a real celebrity, that's not far from the truth.
Yeah, but and apparently a lot of people kept asking, like, she gave like some details, just not enough, right?
Yeah.
But like, so a lot of people started guessing, trying to guess, and then the mods had to like shut it down.
Yeah.
That's a really interesting thing. That probably is some, it could be like a somebody, fucking.
So someone who is worth the real money and people who know, but like And so anyways, Andre the Giant, his story's really fucked up because they noted for him that, for one, that he lived a very uncomfortable... Yeah, exactly. So like one of the things they said with Andre the Giant is like, what's fucked up about him is that he is a
K-pop fan.
Yeah. He's a massive human being. It's just like we said, like a person who plays music or a famous actor can put on a hoodie and a ball cap and they can just try to disappear. There's nothing you can put on Andre the Giant that would hide him from people. He had to be away from people for people not to mess with him. And on top of that, like also is that and basically he also became simultaneously addicted to being famous, of people cheering for him, but also unable to escape people. And that paradox of needing the love and admiration of people, but at the same time being smothered by it. Being drawn to your audience while they are killing you, essentially. And so that basically goes in with, well, yeah, we can have a character who has to deal with fame and how it crushes them, and it just turns into a monkey's paw. That this is what I wanted, but this is not what I want. This is not what I wanted. So that could be one you could do. Yeah.
What the one character actually.
Yeah, exactly.
Like example, like a lot of the shows are centered around taking like captive monsters and basically slaying them. They can run
Mermaid Man spoilers.
Like highly fantastical ways, you know what I mean? Or having them fight each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I meant like Turner art, like that kind of art. Because I think I have a really good magic system that's based around these three. Come up as basically dream items trying to real life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think I explained it to dream crafting.
Yeah.
The idea is that though you have to make sure to realize the properties of the item correctly, otherwise it just comes out as it just crumbles to stardust or something like that. Or it's fake, not real fire. Right, so like when it's trained to be a pyromancer, you gotta like actually touch fire and you wanna be able to recreate it in a dream, so you know what I mean?
You have to experience it, because that's all your dreams are, is just your experiences.
Yeah.
So you actually need to experience holding or being around fire.
Yeah.
That means getting burned. That's interesting.
Right, the process of actually farming is very similar to staging. Right? With staging, it's not like accidental meditation, right? But like I mentioned, there's worlds, but it's still kind of mystical.
There's another one I have an idea for.
What?
A prize could be also another one. Some kind of escape from suffering. Like a person has a bad past, and they want to forget it. And they want to basically escape. They feel like they need to continue on living, but they want to escape from suffering. And no practice can basically help you get away from that. And so they have a magic item that helps them escape it. The catch is that when they're separated from their suffering, they lose their humanity. They just kind of become without pain, they sort of lose a dimension of being a person. Yeah. They lose memories, but also are incapable of experiencing life the same
I
way.
think I'm just gonna have the book be about them who believe in the circus and, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, main character comes in and discovers that the actor is their motivation, another character is like one character kind of wants to discover, because her parents died while trying to uncover the vault of a master thief, of an ancient master thief, Robin Hood type character. Another character decides that he actually has a similar interest as well, completely. Or, like I said, they're trying to set in where the past comes back, like some guy wants revenge, a vengeful spirit. That's my main antagonist. Right?
Yeah.
Because one of the circus performers is actually like a dragon master, but he's like the last of the kind. There's an organization, I'm gonna call it the Dragon Knight, and that's really their name.
Yeah.
Right? But
That's fine.
so there used to be like an organization that dealt with dragons, like aimed at masters.
Oh, you mean the blades? The fucking blades from Skyrim?
No, because they're actually the blades right, but
Oh no, they just
no, that's not that. You're controlling them. Dragon masters.
Oh, there's dragonborns.
Dragon boards. Right, but he's like the last one though. Grand Dragon kind of Dragon Drone was like extinct as well.
Okay, be right back.
Alright guys, we'll be back.
Oh.
Knock. Who's there? Like who?
Wanna play? Hey Joe.
What?
Wanna play Mario Kart?
That's Nickelodeon part.
Yes.
Each getting
I hope you like slime. Because there's a lot of slime.
every little.
Wanna play?
You collect slime for a slime like speed boost, while also driving over rivers of slime. And then you're trying to basically get first place so you can get slimed.
Wait.
So I'm just saying that it's
Grab the controller, Joe. Let's play.
just that
My controller.
welcome.
Is the window open? I hear noises from it.
No, the window is just very hungry. It's very sad.
Wow.
Ready?
Now. Now we're play.
Let's see.
Is it like Mario Kart?
R2 is to accelerate. Circle is to go backwards. Triangle is to speed boost. X is to use weapons that pick up.
expert?
Okay, I guess.
Cool. That's the first one.
Stupid. So Ninja Turtles, SpongeBob, or Rugrats, and Hey Arnold. Those 3 TV shows you get. 4 TV shows.
I'll be Helga.
Arnold, Rugrats.
No, wait. I'll be Angelica. No, wait, I want to be Sandy. No. And Sandy.
Timothy, hold on. SpongeBob episode about race jokes.
Dog, man.
Remember that? There's this episode of SpongeBob that was dealing about racist humor.
Alright.
There's a whole joke where SpongeBob did a stand-up comedy bit about Sandy making fun of squirrels. And they're like,
SpongeBob Gallagher. What? I can't wait.
Damn it.
$2 for this. Hunter. Buy this.
the Steam Link?
Yes. Link your Steam account here. You can play it anywhere in the house.
Holy shit, that's awesome.
You just need to buy like a controller externally. That's it.
Oh, holy shit.
Yeah. So that way,
Can you use it?
so buy any game you want. Now you can play Steam on your TV.
This video, like,
There's a great business thing for when I was growing up, there wasn't many a lot of things, but I loved more than SpongeBob SquarePants.
Oh, that's,
3 years old.
Who the fuck is that? You're not thinking of who that is.
What do I do to drift?
Left trigger on the opposite side.
I think I've watched this episode, and I've watched a bunch of his videos.
The opposite.
What's his name? Yes, Prince Reviews. I'm actually subbed it. Yeah, me by
Trying this.
Oh
no, fuck you!
I'm such a noob. Hey. Oh, shit.
Oh, and L1 is to help you make turns. And you cannot do that while you are close to the wall.
This is how I drive in Mario Kart, and it's not working that much.
There's a PS4.
Oh, there's like a green slime bar in the upper right hand corner.
Which is something that I can't see.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of here.
It's the green aura under meat specifically.
Stand up, I need to see what you
My goodness.
Hey.
Triangle to boost.
Yep. Why is Steiny wearing her,
Can I just boost
class
all day, every day?
error here?
I don't know. Maybe she's developed some kind of phobia. She can't like not have her suit on.
Heavily
Subway.
compromised.
Crash.
The micros in the air.
Oh my god. Oh, you mean like the?
Because she's so used to it.
Oh, you mean like the Koreans for Mass Effect?
Those are
That was their aliens who like live on spaceships because they were forced off their own planet by AI. But they spend so much time on those ships that they have to wear these biosuits, or else they're gonna die of allergic reactions. Yeah.
How do you ever get to first place? It's like impossible.
You just gotta do good.
Yeah, it's probably not
And fourth
catching
place.
the camp.
Did it?
What the hell? Why am I in 10th? That doesn't make sense.
It's probably why it was like hazard mechanics in Mario Kart. Are there any in here? Like, are you getting like the best power up?
Yeah, so getting the best power-ups so far.
Are they also
what
getting
I
the best
earned.
power up stuff?
Maybe they got the best power-ups.
The best. The best.
The best.
How the heck
The
are we gonna...
best. The best.
Over and over again. He's like, yeah. He's like shakes his head and he just keeps going. He's like, and he just gets really annoyed.
I think you have to go through everything, right?
Oh, that's how that works. You rev your engine with the counter.
Like Mario Kart.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
That one. This is different boost.
This is definitely Mario Kart.
See the slime?
Now you're in the slime lake.
I'm actually happy that there's Mario Kart for the
Get the slime containers.
There's also
Oh, you
another
can
game
start
like
fucking
this,
mine.
but fruit.
Use your get the slime tokens. Those tokens with
It's so
slime.
funny,
in it.
like Kart, you never expect to get slime. Nickelodeon fucking shit show.
Get the slime.
Oh.
Yeah.
The slime patches give you boost. And
Oh, they give you a boost?
yes, they refill your boost meter.
Oh.
Yeah, it looks like you're supposed to avoid
I was
them,
trying
right?
to avoid
I
them.
know, right?
Yeah, so you get slime coins, which give slime coins. Run into slime chests that give you
What
items.
if slime is like that white powder that the Mad Max Authorial guys drank in the house?
Oh my god.
It was like this thing. Witness me, SpongeBob. Witness me.
They just slime themselves as they prepare for battle. For their ascension to Valhalla.
No, I hate this hammer.
The hammer
Doing
comes
that.
up so often too. How many power-ups are there? Only 5 or something?
So I believe you have an item. Just press X to see what it is.
How many items?
That was a hammer.
What's with the freaking hammer? It's got
You got it with a hammer.
How many items are there? So you got the hammer, jellyfish.
Rugrats bottle, baby bottle.
What does that one do? What's that?
Remember, it was like the red turtle shells from Mario Kart. No, they're like green turtle shells.
Okay, like that. That's 3. What's that?
Why throw all of us together?
What's
I don't like that.
There's 4. Pizza, that's 5.
Also, while you're in the goo slime lake, it actually refills your boost. So like being in like the water part of the stage actually also refills your slime.
Nice.
You need 5 power-ups? What else?
That's what you go.
No.
What's with the hammer?
I
Oh
don't
my
wonder why you keep
fucking
saying a
God.
hammer. Because the odds of you getting a hammer is so high because there's only so few items.
Oh, I know. I realized the hammer. The hammer is basically when you use it, it drops the hammer on everyone around you. So you have to be close for it to hit it.
Oh, here's
It's like a chain.
red rocket thing. That's the red turtle shell.
You did it.
Yay.
So that's 6.
Oh, it's speed up. They already count them. I mean, 6 items, huh?
6. I don't know, there's probably more. Oh my god. The hammer's annoying.
I was wondering, like, I think the new reason why you get a hammer.
It's like that white spiky turtle shell in Mario Kart.
Like the blue shell.
The blue shell. Exactly.
When I eat seeks the first player.
Yes. Yeah. Oh god.
Oh shit! I got turned around.
That's fun.
I got fun.
Got shook.
I was so shook.
I like how
That's my favorite.
cars difficulty can be played, but
That's a bomb.
it's impossible without any power-ups, without any customizations. Just go bare bones on it.
Let's go raw dog.
Bare bones.
The bare bone.
I think we need to go. I think the game was intended for beginner first, so you can like the speed through everything. Yeah,
So what you're saying is that the game has some kind of progression.
yes.
Oh my god, we got RPG command.
I think like the modern part acts like this.
Oh, so
You have to go through each stage.
Oh, so this is an elimination one where every person in last place, when the timer goes down, gets eliminated. So the idea is that you just have to race to not be in last place. If you stay in last place for too long, you get eliminated. So that's how it works.
Yeah.
I got confused when I saw it, but like but I only managed to figure it out after like dying twice to it.
But it's like 10th place. 7th place.
You got eliminated.
What am I making?
What do you think?
Beignet.
You making beignets?
Beignet.
Yay!
Minions. What?
Minions.
Oh, you're making minions. I think you're saying you're making beignets. It's like, ooh, beignets.
Beignet.
Oh, okay. I was confused what you're saying. No. Beignet, but so, I don't know. Okay, so you just put powdered sugar on it?
I'm gonna put one with honey, one with powdered sugar, and the other one with cinnamon sugar.
Is that Star Tropics?
Tea, all festive.
I hope you're prepared to deal with that powdered sugar. It is a mess. It's so good. It's so fine you just inhale it, but even though it ends up being a foreign object in your lungs, it tastes so sweet even when it goes down the wrong pipe.
How about no?
Look, I'm not saying I advocate you inhaling or snorting powdered sugar. What I'm saying is, it's not all that unpleasant when it happens by accident.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I think someone went to the place just says like the beignets are so popular down in Louisiana, you can tell when they've been eating it. It's just a dude walking around with like a big white stain on his shirt and all over his face. You can tell he's been eating beignets, he's got sugar all over him. There's no way you can't make a mess with eating.
Oh my god, this is so stupid.
Take manhandle.
Acquired by Cartoon Network, where it aired as a adult swim for 3 years. Then, starting in 2006, the series was directed to TV. Until 2010,
Oh, there's another one. 7. Slapper.
What does the slapper do?
2014, when Futurama returned to Fox for a one-time profit for episode releases. And since that point, the series has
Brand intense.
And Slapper.
and now Seinfeld. And during that whole journey, over all that time, SpongeBob has been continually broadcast on Nickelodeon. If you compare SpongeBob to other children's cartoons released during the same time, nothing even comes close to what Fox did.
Oh my god.
Kart came out the same year as SpongeBob on Nickelodeon. It aged about as well as
Oh my god. I don't know, man. Polio is coming back. There's enough anti-vaxxers that polio is coming back. It's because there's some women who were born with children with autism. It's really sad because it's very difficult to raise an autistic kid. But there was a doctor who published a paper with purposely fraudulent data saying that the vaccines cause autism. So a bunch of moms began repeating it, and a bunch of moms basically trusted other moms. So you have all these families who don't trust educated people, basically thinking that vaccines are giving their kids autism. So you have this social phenomena where people don't vaccinate their kids. And now polio and measles and shit was coming back. Some like old like diseases that should be gone. However, anti-vaxxers did show up to get their kids some vaccines. When the Ebola scare happened, a lady showed up in Texas at the doctor's office. Because yes, I would like to get my son vaccinated for the Ebola virus. And he goes, oh, I'm really sorry, we don't have any effective vaccines against Ebola. But it's flu season, and I can give your kid a flu vaccine. And she says, no, we don't want that. We don't believe in that. It gives you autism.
Wow.
And this is just an observation, but the Ebola scare was about a disease that came from Africa. And while flu is just a disease that everyone gets. So I feel like there's some kind of component to the Ebola scare that made more people willing and wanting to believe that there's some kind of vaccine for it. So, you know, there's that. Yeah, it's
I think it's just insulatory where you're used to seeing the flu, so it's like not a big deal.
I hope people just educate themselves.
Well, they do. They just read.
They don't know how to. Confirmation bias.
They read fraudulent data that supports the first thing they read, which was, did you know that vaccines give you autism? And then the medical community is like, yeah, you don't have a medical license anymore because it appears you purposely lied on some of these on your report.
From the backfire effect.
What's that?
It's where you give them evidence and they actually it also doesn't work, but it actually causes them to actually believe their own ideas more so.
Can you give them evidence?
Yeah, and instead of converting them, it actually is the exact opposite. It isn't until they get halfway depicting the severity of disease, like, oh, okay, then they change it. So basically, it seems like part of it is just one stupidity, right? Where you're kind of thinking about emotions, we're just so used to not having to do with polio and shit like that, that we kind of forgot, like.
Scurvy came back after it was cured several times. Basically, sailors figured out that the cure to scurvy was vitamin C or like eating lime or lemons, and basically scurvy went away. And so a couple hundred years later, the British Navy basically stopped bringing lemons and limes to their expeditions. And basically, and the reason why they did that is because, why? To combat scurvy? That's a disease that doesn't exist anymore. And then they got scurvy. And the thing is that people forgot what cured scurvy. And so it became a problem again until someone had to rediscover how to cure scurvy.
Where the hell did I go?
So,
I flew for a second, went out of the map, and then lost myself, and then got back in the map.
Sometimes you just gotta lose yourself to get back to the map.
But then I lost.
But then well, I mean, that's also like life. We all lose. Oh god. Sorry, set it down. It's like, what?
I transitioned to watching SpongeBob episodes. The first video in the history of my channel to reach 1,000 views was a SpongeBob YouTube. You could argue that the first 3.5 years of this YouTube channel were built almost entirely on the popularity of remixing episodes of SpongeBob. Today, use SpongeBob YouTube. You could argue extending beyond one TV.
Did you already win the race then? Oh, did you get eliminated? Oh no, it's just panning different kart racers. There's still Angelica that just is panning to Sandy's.
Oh, they're rubbing it in my face that Andy was winning.
Look at these people who didn't lose.
Yeah.
By many measures, SpongeBob is a more relevant character than any of them. Characters like Mickey Mouse are
Look at that guy.
popular due to branding and marketing.
Look at that sex.
Today are certainly not watching Mickey Mouse cartoons or sharing Mickey Mouse memes, and the character has almost completely receded into the role of a corporate mascot. Principal Skinner, the happiest place on earth is a registered Disneyland copyright.
No.
And it's heading for a great big lawsuit. You made a big mistake, Skinner.
Well, so did you. Extreme Red Man. And the next beer that is
Characters like Homer Simpson are certainly iconic. However, they insist on originality of a bygone character. Unlike Mickey Mouse, the Simpsons grew organically and popularity became one of the most essential cultural elements of the 1990s.
I was distracted.
That's okay. I was distracted for like a full hour playing this game.
I need a fake name. You can call me.
Something. What's Japanese for something? Oh my god, it's horrible. Make it stop.
What's happening?
No, I'm just looking at something else. No, it's like people. It's people born in like the late '80s, the late '80s and late '80s and mid '90s, and like people born. I guess people born in like somewhere in the aughts are generations higher, something like that. I don't know. I think the people born until 2000 may be Generation Y.
There's Generation Z.
Are you ready for Millennial Z? I'm personally excited for Millennial Blue Kai.
And also have
Generation.
Where are you finding these generations?
It was.
What's the generation 100 years from now?
It doesn't have a name yet because everyone's gonna be dead by then.
Property among
Well, I mean, if we have some kind of biologically immortal humans at that point, then I don't know. Maybe the whole idea of a generation will be meaningless.
companies have invested millions in trying to come up with a character like
Well, then it's all pointless, then, isn't it?
Unless becomes so popular that it's practically prints money for its network.
Well, we're not planning that far ahead. Have you seen the climate report?
Wasn't created by a
The opposite. We're going to the fucking melting age.
popular children's cartoon of the 21st century.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Apparently, it's not good.
Well, I heard that Ellsworth died, right?
Who?
The pair of SpongeBob.
Oh yeah.
Died like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, that sucks.
I used to smell like it.
What?
I'm bored now. Try it out.
I was like, I've been doing SpongeBob for a while. I'm gonna try Death for a little bit.
Yeah. Anybody Italy after
But would it be more logical to go towards the polar ice cap or far away from it?
Well, the thing is that we're not we're not the planet itself isn't shifting, so the poles are still gonna be shitty.
Why are we not having any snow here yet?
Well, it's the idea. Well, it is getting. The thing is that it's getting warmer on average, but the idea is that there's more weather extremes. That means
Wasn't
that
it like that before? But that's how that got resolved. Because the Earth was a lot hotter.
yeah, the climate was a lot different back then. There was more oxygen in the atmosphere, which meant that it could support it can support larger animals and therefore larger plants. So you basically have like enormous fauna and animals because there's more oxygen in the atmosphere.
Just catch it up. Roll them up.
The thing is that the thing is that like life evolved to live in that climate, lived in the climate the dinosaurs lived in. If climate changing really quickly now, within our lifetime, we won't evolve because evolution requires that everyone who doesn't do well in the new environment dies, and everyone who can hack it lives, and then maybe they have a chance of living and surviving. And as the climate changes, in order for things to evolve, everything else that doesn't fit with the new environment dies. And so, in other words, we have to either cope with it via technology, civil planning, and whatever, or we're all just going to die, and a handful of us will just be able to live with new worlds.
You know, I watch these.
Of course.
Dang it. Oh wait, you were saying something before we get
That's
started.
the fight to 2010.
About... I went down about the chlorine snow.
The answer is I have no fucking idea.
But then you went off it, and then went on
I ever watched Bojack Horseman?
I haven't.
Take the guitar.
because I was really hoping that you would finish that.
Oh. Right. Okay. The answer is no. You want to... fuck, I have no idea. Probably, actually, you might want to flee north.
Sweet Lord.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Why do you think I'm here? I was fleeing New Mexico.
Ah.
Yeah. She escaped from the Alcatraz society.
Yes, the police are very bad.
I think we should all go to Canada. Is it?
What is...
Via what?
Via what? Yeah, what are you talking about? What is worse in Canada?
It's hard to find a job there. It's just like you have the college degree. They don't hire you. They prefer older people or already have the knowledge.
That's always the case in America.
Well, that's how it is now.
Right?
That's how it is here in this country. Yeah, no, but yes, like actually, like getting a job. Hey,
It's harder in Canada.
How do you know? Well, yeah, that's just that one Canadian's experience.
Canadian.
Empirical data.
There's a few million Canadians.
Kaylee's a Canadian.
Is Kaylee a Canadian?
And you describe a phenomenon that also exists in America.
Yeah.
Like that's just an issue of just our economy in general right now.
It's just a factor of capitalism, really. It's just that as people become more educated, it becomes less valuable.
Then everybody should be
Well, we do need more programming, but like, that doesn't solve the underlying problem of that.
Hey Arnold.
Hey, what the fuck I had? Angelica's quite.
Wait, what's the total? Oh, no, I really like. Yeah. No, I don't know the super dog. Was it Cartoon Network? I don't know. I don't know, Cat Dog.
You watch this clip with the Horseman. It's a really dark show.
Angelica's so salty. She's in third place.
She's fucking salty.
Why is it nice being blind? Like,
What is slime made of?
What is slime made of? Nickelodeon
What is
slime.
actually slime?
I don't know. It's some kind of. I have no
I
idea.
hope it's just water and food coloring and you'll put some weird shit in it.
So
It's thick.
so yeah. So like
Okay.
so how to put this? So like there's actual like gack is like actual like goopy slime stuff. But
Maybe.
in the Nick Hotel there was a whole they were
It's thick, use asbestos and
Oh,
hydrochloric acid and
I think there was even like some shit like I know there's some shit like in the Nickelodeon Hotel they were like they like go to the water park and you have the green water and the parents get mad like what we thought this was slime why isn't it slime it's just water food coloring and they're like cannot put gack through the water pipes because it'll clog the pipes. If you want gack, you have to pay $250 to have your.
step up. Gawk.
You want gack. You want gack. You
Want
have
gas or
shut the fuck up. You want gack.
or gum?
You have to pay $250 and have your child privately slimed.
Yeah.
Why? I trust the
It sounds so creepy. Why do you have to be privately slimed? Slimed in private.
Hello.
Why is it $250? $250 to dump slime on your child in
Sign
private.
some waivers.
Gotta sign some waivers.
Smell the chlorine
The slime.
because it's like imagine a tiny kind of crappy water park in a Holiday Inn. And that's what the Nickelodeon Hotel was.
No, right. Nickelodeon card. The card. The card.
The cards?
I hate that part of like only word ends in a K, but then when you get to Nick card. Nick card. Nick card. Card. Nick card. Nick card.
Okay, calm down. Slow your roll. Slow your roll, girl. Coral. That kills people, Coral. We don't want like we don't want the Korean. No, not. No, I just barely dodged your racism.
That's the thing that causes.
What?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I read that. Koreans don't sweat.
That's on that's why is it like that? Is it 100% proof?
I mean, shut up. Yeah.
Wait, 99.9.
Look, this is a pretty weak Korean. He's only 28% proof, as opposed to 100% proof.
Like pure Korean.
Oh, wait, sorry. It might be
Pure Korean.
It might be a harmful odor.
That's weird.
Not just Korean cookies in general. Harmful odor is caused by category. Yeah. But I said that it's less hot
screen?
What?
Apple cream, yeah.
Apple.
Oh, might be adaptation for calculator
That makes sense. Why would you sweat like? Why would you sweat in like cold areas exactly?
about the ABCC of
Hey, Mikey.
I was gonna say that you're right.
I can't steer for shit.
Well, maybe we should. Like, you can't steer for shit. Maybe we shouldn't drive shit.
This pirate shit.
Yeah. I don't know if that's true or not. I was just trying to make a snappy comeback that was completely unnecessary.
Yeah, but
It was.
it didn't make much sense.
That doesn't stop people from saying things.
Third.
So certain important people say nonsense all the time, and they get reelected. Yeah, I think so.
I think the music is creatively bankrupt.
I want to hug. A what?
A tree?
Yes.
Go hug a tree, you conservative Republican.
God, YouTube is a trash can.
YouTube is a trash can.
Trash can.
That's what he said.
Hey, that's what you're supposed to say about Florida.
What?
No.
Alaska? Slime time.
But thank goodness for automatic rescue.
Yeah. Eating his gooey pizza.
Like gooey pizza.
It might be wise to save those speed boosts for like straight shots.
Do it.
Oh my god, what? I hate Windows 10. So much notifications.
What is Renzi going on about? Something about emos. There's no emos where she's at or something.
What?
And I don't know who she's talking to.
I think she said. I think she thought emos are. I thought emos were too long ago.
Why you ever watch that?
Oh, I'm getting better at this game. Jellyfish. Oh my god. So much more time for games.
I had a generically wet encounter.
You have a butt encounter?
We're not gonna.
About what? About the butt encounter?
No.
Sorry, what are you saying? What are you saying?
Okay, so you know how when you're in a country, people tend to have similar features.
Yeah.
No.
Well, it depends on how homogenous the country is.
So I have a friend,
Yeah.
and he looks exactly like the guy.
Really?
Yeah.
So,
But it wasn't him.
so where was this person from, or where are they descended from?
Not sure. I don't know.
Do you think maybe that you just didn't recognize the difference between them, or are they actually a doppelganger?
They're actual doppelgangers.
There's actually like a weird thing that's like if you look like I think there's a weird thing. I was like, don't feel bad if you look at a person from a certain country or a certain place and you can't actually tell them apart. That's actually like a weird evolutionary thing where it's like your brain cuts corners everywhere it can. So if you see an unfamiliar group of people, your brain will literally blur them together so that you won't waste time trying to single them out. But the more time you spend exposed to different groups of people, the more you start to notice like the individual features of those people. So don't call people racists. Just you should probably just tell them you need to be exposed more because you're literally your brain's unable to tell the difference between like certain groups of people. But I thought that was kind of interesting.
Damn it!
YouTube Rewind. Every year, the biggest
I heard about
celebration
YouTube Rewind.
Super terrible.
Yeah, it is terrible.
Who gives a fuck?
PewDiePie does.
Like, the only people who give a fuck are people who make shit on YouTube, and that's like, we need people to give a fuck so they can watch my shit. Does anyone give a fuck? Look, it's me, it's that other popular guy. I'm standing next to him. Will you watch my videos now? No. Your shit isn't important.
Dude.
Hey guys, you bloody beautiful
do you
dickheads,
watch
here's me face. Have I got a treat for you? In
sorry.
no particular order.
He did that weird shit where he like just starts shouting the N-word on stream. I was like, nah, I don't know about that guy. I wasn't interested in his content, now I'm not interested in him.
I wouldn't be able to bite my tongue. I'd be like, why don't you invest in a...
The thing is that you don't... Who shouts the N-word on accident?
Swedish people.
Why?
Yeah, I'm not joking. Actually, it's actually really common to say the N-word. It's like when Australians say "cunt."
Oh, it's just a tick for them. And so what we're saying is that there's
It's really common.
There's no.
Because there's no. The history isn't really there.
There's no black people in.
Right. But at the same time, American culture, like rap music, is very popular in Sweden, and they say the N-word a lot. So. It's
okay.
But that of course that distance kind of removes the historical context from it.
Yeah, but that still makes it gross though. Like I don't know about that.
Thought about he apologized.
Did he apologize?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he did, right?
Yeah, he did.
And we released the video we didn't.
Okay.
Because he calls out other YouTubers for not apologizing or having really shitty ones.
And he definitely apologized for it. It's just the thing that you accidentally say.
You accidentally just say the N-word.
Oops.
Ugh.
What happened?
Well, do Swedish people just say the N-word, like the English phrase, the N-word, while they're speaking Swedish? Is that what
I think it's just like some slur you just throw out when you're like pissed off or something.
It doesn't mean like the same. It doesn't have the same context in Sweden than in here.
I guess, but it's like he wasn't exposed to an English-speaking audience, and he lived in Britain for years.
He gets it. Like he gets. In fact, he probably tell he like immediately like after seeing it like, oh shit, I fucked up. Mm-hmm. Right, like seconds after saying it.
Mm. What's going on?
Are you gonna play or not?
Are we type B?
Be positive. These arrows are fucking me up. Oh my gosh. I can't tell where to go.
Are we type B? Or really type A? Look at that.
Type O.
Oh, negative.
Oh, negative.
Type O. The water.
Why do you need human cannon in 2018? I don't at least want appropriate footwear for jogging in. Turkey started quoting the bleeding day, which is some perversion of the American national anthem. I'm not even American, and I was offended that they don't include any fucking
Sneeze on more of his stuff. Fine. I'll make sure my blood is spilled all over your guys' stuff.
Jenga guy. I hope you bleed soda. Look at Jenga guy.
I hope you bleed soda.
I will.
Oh, he's Jenga.
Just to make all your stuff sticky.
What? I was in first place.
What? How's that?
What was that?
You guys died.
What the fuck was that?
Australian sport fans did what we usually do. Is
what just happened?
He's saying, yeah, nah, fuck it, let's legalise weed. This guy's like, I've smoked weed forever. Now I just get a fancy paper bag and a receipt. This is the coolest royal wedding speech I've ever seen. In fact, it's the only royal wedding speech I've ever seen. Oh, that's Harry and Meghan already enjoying married life. R.I.P. to Stan Lee. You're a truthless superhero, mate.
Truly, people don't really do what their hearts desire, but they try to do something else so they can be
Speaking of making money, Apple hit $1 trillion.
Oh no, I can't see you.
Shit.
I'd be excited. I
These jellyfish do more than
The
boom.
discovery of wide necktie was far more exciting for me than a financial evaluation of a big giant. His wide necktie means long necktie. This event has much more substance in the world than we realise. Here they are having a running race. That's excellent. They're definitely the favourite living beings of 2018. Here's a bloke who went on a hang gliding adventure in Switzerland. He is literally hanging and gliding. The pilot, if you can call him that, forgot to strap in the passenger. And now he's like, oh, no worries, I'll still give you valuable money. Let's go down the steep side of the mountain. How you going down there? You got sweaty palms yet? I bet you do. Look, you wanted an extreme holiday. This is meant
I thought that hole was road.
and here comes the touchdown. He did well to survive. This dickhead is not
That's weird. I thought the ginormous gaping hole was road.
I mean, I don't blame you. It's just let's see. Always aim for the slime. So, because slime is gone. Slime is the only valuable thing in Nickelodeon.
Birds.
Slime your children today and baptize them the way up to gag.
When PS4 dies,
What the hell? Oh my
I mean, sure. Sure, because third-party controllers are generally not that great.
That's
you'll
nice.
be missing this feature. Otherwise, your games are unresponsive.
I don't know. I feel like having that vague black pad as opposed to like a button might not be so terrible.
It's like third-party stuff doesn't have that real like responsiveness. I mean, they can replicate this, but the responsiveness of the fine. So it's be like a kid. So I'm afraid of that. Maybe like 2 years from now.
Oh, he's crying.
I win!
Congratulations.
That's not me.
That'd be $250, please.
Oh yeah.
Here we go. Need to get some.
I now bless you in the name of Gak of SpongeBob. What? You okay?
Want to play Beat Saber?
Are you dying?
She's dead.
You have it on VR?
That's what he was referring to. He was wondering on whether or not you should get Beat Saber.
Yes, get it. It's my only life source.
But we can't customize the music because it's a PSVR game.
Then what's with everyone else
So-
customizing it?
Because it's on PC.
Can we
What you're saying is that
sync our PC?
No.
Yeah.
Being a VR.
Sony has. You can't import music to
Can
the
we-
console.
Do they have more songs so you sit down and download more content?
So I don't know if it's worth the $30 or wait for it on sale.
No, definitely.
Otherwise, it'll be worth it on the PC because you can import your own songs in there. PC doesn't have a reputation for copyright infringement for songs.
That's the best way to play it. It's your actual beat saving.
Beat Saving?
That's why PewDiePie customized it because he plays
But
it on the
do
PC.
you even save?
Do you even save?
Yes.
I saw an ACC Vive in the GameStop. It was $499 though.
Cheaper.
Oh, you see all this shit going on with Fallout 76?
Oh, it's a disaster.
Yeah.
remembered at this point that Fallout 76 has been one major embarrassment for Bethesda.
So,
From a broken mess of a
different
game
game now?
and compromised collectors.
Sure.
A series of baffling tone-deaf responses, the accidental leak of personal information,
Go ahead.
to the lack of transparency
Okay, we
in
were
recent
And
be
I
back.
get big.
It's just been a string of baffling failures.
Just don't